This segment is brought to you by Gin Gators. We sink our teeth into service.
Hello and welcome to this Power System update as we talk to you about this segment as we welcome in our representatives from Gin Gators. We have Riley Terrebonne. Riley, thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having us.
All right, we appreciate it. Sitting with her, Mr. Ian Terrebonne. Ian, thanks for being here.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime.
All right, we appreciate it. Now, look, it's one of those things when May comes around, we know storm season's coming, but there's a lot of things we got to think about before storm season gets here. Backup power being one of those, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The times we live in now are everything is going to smart homes, right? You got camera systems, you have everything is based off a cell phone. You know, these things are so important to our daily life that, you don't want to wait to the last minute and worry about, your camera systems are not going to be working or anything like that. A lot of people work from home now. Mm-hmm. With hurricane season upon us, if you're doing some work and you lose power, man, you kind of kick yourself and say, man, I probably should have invested that in a long time ago. Right. So it's very, very important now. Recently, just a couple of days ago, over the weekend, we lost power.
Yep. For no real reason. It came up out of nowhere. 100%. It wasn't bad weather or anything. Mm-hmm. We just lost power. Several places in Central and West Houma.
Absolutely. I had a couple text messages from some customers and say, hey, man, we lost power. Just keeping you aware if anything I may need something. I said, absolutely. And I looked on the power grid. It didn't even show anything. Right. Wow. So here lately, just from obscene reasons, I don't know what they are, but man, it's happening a lot more frequently now. Right. We've noticed. So the grid, I don't know how good the grid is, you know. So let's get prepared, now. And
have the good backup power.
Absolutely.
And your family's aware and what to do. Let's talk a little bit about maintenance and why that's important.
Mm-hmm. Maintenance is definitely important. A lot of people think, we'll just wait till, the first storm comes and then we'll get our unit maintenance after that. But what you don't realize is that if your unit is not maintained properly, it will not run under the load like it should. So your unit might start for hurricane season, but it might not last very long.
Yeah. And so, again, it's much like being prepared with a backup generator. When you have one, you need to make sure that it's working. You need to make sure it's working properly, because the last thing we need is the middle of a storm, and we think it's working when it's not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We offer maintenance plans once, twice, 3 times a year, just because a lot of, customers don't want to have to deal with that. They want to set it and forget it. Mm-hmm. And that's our biggest thing, is that if you don't want to deal with your generator, but you want to have a reliable backup power source, we have it covered to where we'll go out without hesitation if there's a storm, but we'll also keep that unit maintenance so that it is running for you when a storm comes.
Very good. And the value of having a team like yours here in our area that can do that and take care of that for us. What about some electrical updates or storm prep?
Yeah, here recently we had a couple calls. We've installed a home standby generator. Home wasn't even on generator power when one of our customers called us and said, "Hey, man, my lights are flickering." So we went in, checked a couple things out, found a loose breaker. Over time, as a home ages and stuff like that, your power source, your panel gets dated. Right, so that it gets a lot aware to it, to where even if you have the older style breakers or anything like that, non-ground fault protection, over time it does vibrate a little bit. AC current vibrates, not direct current. It's like 12 volt. So over time, stuff will loosen up. Stuff will get just worn, and it's a great time for us to go in and actually give you an update on critical health on what your unit's doing in your home.
Yeah, because again, much like a generator not working, if that generator is providing power, but we've got some problem with that electricity coming in,
100%.
Then we've got a problem in the home, and we got the risk of fire as well.
100%. Even we went to a customer's house not that long ago. It was just a loose neutral on a receptacle, causing lights flickering. Stuff like that. The homeowners are not going to look for that, right? They're just going to notice, hey, I got a generator installed. Now my lights are flickering, but I'm not on generator power. So, we try to help out in every area. We actually run them under a load on your house, make sure it's performing good. But like I said, over time, older homes, aged homes can witness some of those failures. Yeah.
Right. And we know that people need to get a generator. We know that everybody needs backup generator power. What else do people need to do for storm prep?
I would say definitely making sure you have everything covered. Backup power is probably the thing that's going to save you the most. People think that it's just to, have Wi-Fi and to have your phone, but what people really don't realize is that whenever you don't have a backup power source, the price on what the damages are compared to if you do have a backup power source after the storm is crazy to look
Astronomical.
Yep.
I know by personal.
Maintenance kits as well.
Okay.
Even though you're on a maintenance plan with whatever provider you choose, we recommend you always have 1 or 2 maintenance kits on hand to get yourself out of a bind, and to help the technician, whoever service provider you use, help them get ahead of the game, right? Because in a storm, it's hard to get stuff in and out of here.
Sure. Be prepared ahead of time. And
Exactly.
again, it's one of those things we can all do. And so I appreciate the updates, knowing why we need backup power and some of the questions with the grid, some examples this weekend, the maintenance and the options that y'all have through Gen Gators about the possibility, or like you said, whatever provider you have, make sure that you have that good system, and knowing what your electrical options or upgrades are needed to be, and making sure that we have good storm prep. We appreciate that. We know that you guys are y'all are in your busy season, we know, and people are going to see this, and now everybody's going to want you to come out and check their system, which I know you're glad to do. And so Gen Gators right there. For more information, you can call 985-857-0357. And so we appreciate it very much, Riley. Ian, thank y'all for coming on, getting us ready and prepared for a good, easy season this year.
Absolutely. Let's hope.
All right, exactly. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.